Hi guys, I am Umair Nazim and welcome to Let's Code. In the previous videos, I showed you how to do addition, multiplication, division, subtraction, and also we learned how to use a scanner class to read values from the keyboard. So in this way, the user will give the values of his own choice. But in today's tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to use a switch case in Java. Actually, the switch case allows the user to give multiple inputs and get the multiple outputs according to the value, according to the choice that the user will enter. So actually, in switch case, we will create some different cases, and in that different cases, we will perform different operations. So for example, we will create a case 1. In the case 1, we will perform different operations. In the case 2, we will perform again some different operations. Similar like this with case 3, 4. So whatever case, how many cases you want to create, it is up to you. So in every case, we will perform some different operations. A good example of switch case is like the calculator, you can say. So in the calculator, as you can see, in the calculator, when the user will press the addition button, our calculator will do addition. When user will press the multiplication button, so our calculator will do multiplication. So it means that the calculator will perform the operations according to our choice. So similar structure, similar thing is a switch case. So without wasting any time, let me show you how to do switch case in Java. So as you can see that here I have already created a project. Here I have created a package. As you can see, this one is our package, and this one is our class whose name is switch. So within this class, I have created a method that is public static void main. So within this main method, our execution will start. So let me recall you one more thing. So as you can see that this statement, actually this statement is a comment, as you can see, because it is written within these two slashes. So everything which is written within these two slashes is called a comment. So to use actually to use a like switch case, so I will take the values from the user according to his choice. So for that purpose, I will use the scanner class, and let me show you. So we will do here scanner. So then again I have to give a name. So it is up to you whatever name you want, but I'm going to write here, for example, scan1, and then I have to use new scanner. So here, as you can see that this statement is for the scanner to read the inputs from the keyboard. Now, when I will move my cursor on this scanner, as you can see that it is showing an options to import scanner. So we will click on this, and as you can see that this library has successfully imported, which is import java util.scanner. So this one is our library. Now, after that, actually, I will create a one variable. So this variable is used for a choice. So this variable, like for example, our user will put a different choices, and then I will switch these choices automatically. So for this purpose, I will use integer. I will create first the data type, and that is choice. So here I use the name that is choice, but it is up to you. Like you can say it is a variable name, so it is up to you whatever name you want to give. It is your choice. So after that, actually I will not assign anything, so I will do it like this. So after that, I will show a message to our user like please enter choices. So for this purpose, I have to use here system out, and within this I can write here please enter choices. So actually for this purpose, I'm going to do the choices limited. For example, the user can enter the choices up to 4. So I will use here please enter choices up to 4. So now what will happen actually, so this message, as you can see, when I will run this message, so here just this statement is written please enter choices up to 4. So now when the user will enter 1, 2, 3 or any number, so that numbers will be assigned to this choice, this variable. So here again I will write here choice, then I will use here the object name that is scan1. So this object name, this one, scan one, this one. So I use this one to read values from the keyboard. Scan one dot. As you can see, when I will press this dot, so here as you can see the option second is next integer. So I will click here. So now what will happen? Actually, here I have displayed the message to our user, please enter choices up to 4. Now when user will press any number 1, 2 or 3, that number will be assigned to this choice. So after that, our third step is to shift this to shift these choices, I mean to like switch these choices. So for this one I will use here switch, this switch, and after that within this switch I will use the variable name, that is choice. So now within this choice, now I have to create some cases. Now I will create the 4 choices here, the 4 cases, because here I have already written up to 4. So for this purpose I have to use here 4 cases I will make. Actually for this time I'm going to show you how to build a structure, how to use this switch like case. But switch case is mainly used like in the calculator example. So in the coming video I will show you how to make a calculator by using the switch case. So here I will make a case, that is case 1. So here this switch and this case, this both will be a lower case. So after that I will show to my user, so whatever the user will put the choice, so I will show that choice to my user. For that reason I will use here this statement. I will, and here I will assign entered value is, now the value, whatever value the user will enter, so our system will show that value to the user. So here I will use the choice. So as you can see that, for example, our user will enter the 1, so this choice, so I have written here the variable name, so it will get the value from the variable and it will write this value with this statement. So for the case 1. So after this, by making the case, so after every case you have to make here a break statement. So if you will not use this break statement, then our execution will continuously execute, so it will not stop. So to stop a case here, so we have to use this break statement. After that I will use here, I will create a second case. So for the second case, again I will use system.out. So here I will use entered value is, so here I will use entered value is, again I will use here my variable name. So here again I will use the break. So now I have to make a case 3. So I will simply copy these 2 lines and then I will paste these 2 lines here. So as you can see that here, so here I have to use case 3, and here you can say that I will use case 4. Now here we have already this break statement, so I simply copy the above lines. Now here as you can see that I have created these 4 cases successfully, these 4 cases. Now after creating these 4 cases I have to use a default case. Now for default case I will use here default, and after that I will use this one, and I will use, so here. Now why I have created this default, because for example if the user will input a wrong choice, so what will happen? For example, here I have created up to 4 choices. If the user will enter 5, so what will happen? Because we don't have any case up to 5, so our system will execute this default. So within the default I can write here invalid choice. So now what will happen? If the user will input any wrong choice, so this default will be executed and it will print this statement invalid choice. So after that again I have to use here break. So now let me execute this one and we will see the result. Now here as you can see that in the screen it is written in the output bar, please enter choices up to 4. So if I will use 1 here, now I will press, as you can see that entered value is 1. Why? Because I here the case 1. So when I will give an input 1, this case 1 will be executed and the value will be printed. The value is 1. So again, if I will execute this program again, and here if I will put, for example, 3. Now as you can see that this 3 is this case 3, this case 3. So here the value is 3. Now for example, if I will put here the wrong choice, that is 6 for example. So as you can see here, it is written invalid choice. Again, if I put here 5, so as you can see again it is showing invalid choice. So let me show you one more thing. So if I will not use here break, for example this one, and I remove also this break, now what will happen? So let me execute. Now if I put my choice here 1, now as you can see that the value 1 has printed up to 3 times. Why? Because here I have here I remove the break. So first this line will be executed, this case. After that this case will be executed. So after that this case will be executed. Now as you can see, so after that here it is a break statement. Now here our execution will stop. So if I will remove this break, our execution will start continuously. So for this purpose we must have to use here breaks. Again I have to use here break. So as you can see, when I will execute it, for example I use here 4, the entered value is 4.
So guys, that's it for today. If you like the video, subscribe my channel, write your comments, give your opinion and share it with your friends. See you in the next video with the new topic. Take care.